Hello, hello. Trying this other angle here. The other one was a little too much, I think. A little too much. So let's take a moment and clear the energy within ourselves and within the space. I connect and breathe in life force energy. I access the field of my heart. I release any and all energy that is not in my best and highest good, transmuting this energy into love and returning to center. Okay, I energetically combine with my divine spirit team to activate and strengthen a shield of white light to protect me and my loved ones and the viewers for the good of all. And set the intention to only bring forth helpful and clear messages today. Okay, let's get rid of all this ash. Okay. Okay, let's get a rune and figure out, 3 runes. Okay, we've got this one, which is divine union and manifestation. We've got this one, which is God and ancestors. And we've got this one, which is cosmic coherence. That seems pretty powerful already. Okay. What is our message for today? Ancestors, divine union, God, and cosmic coherence. Okay. This one. So let's see what it has for us today. Illusion. The energy of illusion makes you aware that you can only find safety within yourself. Stop clutching at straws. They are delusional certainties. The truth is a process of evolution. It is constantly changing. Did you think you understood it all yesterday? Then today, something happened that changed everything. Suddenly, everything seems an illusion. However, when you look at the truth as continuously changing data that grows with your development, you will notice that you can discover a new truth every day. What happened to be your truth yesterday may be another truth today due to new insights and perspectives. This creates a new dimension. Through releasing your ideas about the truth, you learn new insights and new worlds open up for you. You may resist, but wouldn't that harm you? There is so much more within your truth than you might think. You can change your truth every moment. A simple conversation with someone might tackle your fixed truth and lead to new perspectives. Try it. You might enjoy it. Yeah. Well, and that's what I get from this card. You know, you got all your things in a row. You're like, okay, balance, this is that, and that is this, and this is the truth. And then you're like, oh, but there's this little piece of information that's coming in. Well, now I have to reassess the whole thing, right? So that's cool. Break the illusion. So it's like constantly revisiting yourself, checking in with yourself on what you hold as being true for you, and seeing, is that still true? And allowing the flexibility and become adaptable to the new truths. I think that's the scientific approach. It's supposed to be. That's what I was taught anyways, is that a truth is only true until new information presents itself, and then you have to reassess it, right? So that little blip in the corner of the card there is the new information or the new perspective. Okay. Cosmic convergence. Converging is coming together, right? Cosmically, and then we've got this divine union and God in the center. So maybe God has something to do with this convergence and union. And considering things from new perspectives. I don't know if this new view here, this new perspective we've given ourselves is going to work for us. Let's just start with this many cards today. Oh, death and union, death of a union. Ships coming in the King of Swords. Death of transformation. Okay. So, Death card here, and this King of Swords, looking over at this Knight of Cups, taking action. And then you have this Sun and Moon convergence right here. There's a cosmic convergence, Sun and Moon coming together. And then the ships coming in. And then you've got the celebratory Three of Cups over here. Okay, well let's see. Give us a little bit more here. Is the transformation period over? I feel like based on this, you know, the truths, it's a constant death and rebirth, right? Like the death of an old truth when a new truth presents itself, when new information has come in. What's this? Two of Pentacles. So focused on being focused while in the flow, in the river, the flow of things. Focusing on balancing two aspects of the self. Okay, I'm just going to put that here for now. I'm going to need more info to get a, oh, what do we flip here? There's that. Divine abundance, wanting to flow to you. Because of what? The King of Swords is very precise, exacting, focused, discerning. And from a very high perspective. Like he's in the clouds here, but it's almost like he's sitting on, like his throne is so high and tall and grand that he's in the clouds. But from that view, right, you got the eagle eye perspective. And he's looking at this fast-moving knight. So this knight is taking action. It's in action mode. And we've got this other knight underneath here. So passionate. Let's see, this is open up a bit more. There we go. Oh, fool just flipped right out here. Okay, taking a leap of faith is what's going to bring in some sort of, now this can be like ancestral gifts from the universe, gifts from God, right? And it's coming to you, but you need to have a leap of faith. And that brings me to trusting your own intuition and your inner knowings, right? This Knight of Swords, the Ten of Swords behind him. So getting a better handle on your doubts and fears. It's like anytime your doubts and fears come up, we've got a program in place that's like, yeah, we don't do that anymore. Because that's the thing, right? With old programs, they still, remnants of them still linger. I don't know enough about computers to say if that's true or not, but I think of, there's this weed that grows in my garden, and it could look like I've gotten it all out from the surface. But then there's those tiny little micro roots that take hold, and then, oh, there it is again, right? So it's kind of like doubts and fears do that. You're like, I'm good, I have all my doubts and fears, I'm trusting, I'm all in, blah, blah, blah. And then, are you sure? Yes. And that's going to be a bit of a process, I think. For sure. I think that's part of the transformation here of this King of Swords. Yeah, like he's owning this transformative energy here with this Death card. What's going on this side here? Celebratory energy. Focusing on not your ships. The watched pot never boils. So focus on balancing whatever it is you got to balance. And have fun. Don't worry about it. You gotta get out of your head. You don't have to spend all this time trying to figure things out anymore. You're in this momentum here, and coming from a place of experience. So definitely trusting the things that you know, the experiences that you have, because you're the Hierophant. And that's going to bring in your Six of Cups, your divine unions, relationships, and reciprocating relationships, friendships, business partners, loved ones, soul tribe. And this is your accumulative experience. So if I read them together like this, I'm also getting one-on-one sessions with your experience here, with your perspective. These are all your personal experiences accumulating. And this is you who has documented, compartmentalized, sorted, figured out, and inputted them into the grand matrix. And, you know, you being in a perspective where you can see them all together and how they can be helpful to others. Yeah, because you've got so much to share. And there are people who can benefit from what you have to offer, right? Like this person here is handing this cup, right? Sharing the experience. Also, the bulk of the blooms are coming from this head, kind of pouring into this one. So it's definitely like a shared experience and you having enough to share. Uh-oh. There we go. Okay. Queen of Swords. There's your counterpart here, masculine and feminine, discerning and transformative. Yeah, this is why. I actually want to put that here. I feel like this is you. You have a high level of discernment on who can benefit and who you share your experience with. Not everyone's open to it. But the ones that are, those are your people. And you'll be able to discern. Some people, it just, you try and give them advice or help or whatever, and it just falls to the wayside, and it's almost like you could save your energy and not even bother, right? It's like trying to talk to those people, and it's like smashing your head against a brick wall. Just don't bother. You have the discernment to tell when it's going to be a brick wall or not, so you're not wasting your energy on nothing. But also, there is something about planting seeds. I always have the imagery of like running past someone's garden and just chucking a bunch of seeds over the fence, hoping that maybe some of them will plant themselves, some of them will grow. Okay, and yes, this Fool is taking that leap of faith, and I feel like it is what is fueling this Knight of Cups. And it's hard to tell if this Knight of Cups is kind of looking in this direction here. Divine convergence. Yeah, it makes me think of or cosmic convergence. The people who are meant to cross your path will, right? The divine union and the cosmic convergence with God in the center. Maybe it's about also the death of spending energy thinking about how, trying to control who and when comes across your path. And that's that leap of faith, the trusting that what is for you will not pass you by. Who is for you? What is for you? Queen of Pentacles. I don't know what this Queen of Pentacles is about. She's in her abundance, in contemplation. I feel like she's being celebrated and protected by this Queen of Swords. And that's your own discernment ability. Because you have this ability to discern and not waste your energy on those who are incapable of receiving it at the time, you've got more energy that's pouring back into yourself, which is trickling out and fertilizing your garden of abundance there. You got roses and you got wheat and all the stars and the moon. Maybe this knight is heading towards her. That's where the King of Wands wants to be. Right in the center. King of Wands energy is very confident, stable, sturdy, knowing what they want. There's the moon. So this is also like dream realm, divine timing, and things hidden, right? Because it's dark when the moon is out. So you're not seeing everything necessarily. So maybe that's up here. Nope, it doesn't feel right. It feels down here. Does it? I feel like it's more here, actually. Why does that mean to be so close to the transformation? Maybe it's parts that have transformed haven't revealed themselves to you yet, or byproducts of your transformation. Right? Speaking of seeds in your garden, when you prep your garden, you know, you're being mindful in everything that you put in there. There's always those plants. You're like, where the heck did you come from? Those things under the surface, not yet seen, but they eventually reveal themselves. And like byproduct of doing a lot of spiritual work is reconnecting with your spiritual gifts, right? And they kind of reveal themselves to you when the time is right, when you're ready. We've got the Hanged Man. Yeah, there's our looking at things from a different perspective to reassess our truth. Oh, with the Wheel of Fortune and the Sun. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we've got divine union by the gods, cosmic convergence. We've got this, the part you play in the union between the sun and the moon here, and then the sun comes up. Okay, let's read them together though. So changing your perspective turns your Wheel of Fortune in your favor. And your Wheel of Fortune is powered by the sun. That's intense. All right, well, holy moly. I don't know where to put it. I'd have to say changing your perspective. The sun and the moon have to go together. I feel like this way. It's one of these guys over here. And then we have this changing your perspective and Wheel of Fortune. It's definitely fueled by this cosmic convergence, this union of the sun and the moon, and then your perspective changing. So your perspective changing, this makes sense here, right? The leap of faith fueling this night of action, and new perspectives creating deaths of old truths, right? Transformation of old truths. Okay, is there anything else from this deck? Okay. One more time, right? One more time. That's it. You gave me nothing. What's on the bottom? 10 of Pentacles. Major abundance. And the Ace of Cups. That's what this Knight is bringing. And the 9 of Pentacles. I mean, where do you stop, right? It's crazy. Tower. Star. High Priestess. And it's all coming in fast. Okay. Let's get a power deck card here. Some confirmation in the power deck. It's the Sun and Moon Wheel of Fortune. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Okay, what are our numbers here? We got 10s, 8s, 3s. Got 3 10s. 2 6s. Is this a 6? 3 6s. 3 10s and 3 6s. I don't know how to read the 10s. If it would be 3 1s? I guess so, because the zeros knock each other out, right? They knock themselves out. They're nothing. Okay, I'm just gonna... How do I do this? Let's see if one will pop out for us. Let's just stop there. Whoa, one popped out for us. Okay. Creativity. Your creativity is like a story. It needs a voice, a way to be heard in the world. Creativity has moved into your hut. Creativity is part of your future life. People think that creativity is like stories, that is outside of them, like truth or power. But it inhabits you like your own life force. It animates your being. Creativity is within the crystal palace of your mind. You are about to go on a long journey. It is called your life. You will learn to heal the evil forces of darkness. You are a warrior in the fight against ignorance. The dark sorcerers in life are created within each of us when we live a life of unexpressed creativity, when we live someone else's truth and not our own. Define your own creativity and live that creativity in the world. Nice. 40. East and yellow. The painting is entitled Crystal Palace. The pagoda is a symbol for the creative self. It is open to allow for the openness of mind. If the pagoda were your physical body, the crystal would symbolize your spine, the conduit for your energy. The crane is a guardian of happiness and longevity on your pathway to eternal creativity. The snowy mountains symbolize the higher states of consciousness required for true creativity. Creativity is a teaching of the East because it takes strength to delve into the deepest parts of your spirit and then to manifest the truth that you find there. And that holds true with our illusion card, because truth is ever evolving, right? So that would make sense that truth is connected to creativity, because creativity is kind of like a dance, an adaptive, co-creative dance. Okay, I have this number book. Let's see what's 3 6s. Positive thoughts, gratitude, spiritual connection. It's all about balance and not bad like you have been taught to think. 666 encourages you to find an equilibrium between the material and spiritual aspects of life. It's a call to trust that your needs will be met and to focus on positivity and spiritual connection. This number can be a reminder to let go of fears and anxieties and to seek harmony in all areas of life. When it appears, consider it a nudge to reassess your priorities, to make sure you're not too absorbed in the physical aspects of life, to reconnect with your higher spiritual values. It's about finding peace by creating a balanced life. Nice. Okay, I'm not going to read all of it, but there you have it. Okay. Well, why don't we check out this telepathy oracle deck? Let that one follow what may. Maybe a couple more, one more, two more, three more. Whoa, whoa. Too many more? That's too many. Okay, last run. Okay, just one card then. We'll take it. Value. Focus on things of value. And this is not at all monetary value. This is like time spent with loved ones kind of value. Time spent balancing your mental and spiritual and emotional, right? Value of having the time to spend considering and reconsidering. These are slippery cards. Oh, that's too many, but we'll take those ones that are kind of hovering over the crystal there. And serenity on the bottom. Bringing my attention to the quiet stillness and calmness within myself enables me to graciously accept what is. Wisdom. When I listen with patience, my inner voice discovers the truth. And presence. Living in the now brings greater conscious awareness and empowers me to make the most of the moment. Nice. And we'll take one of these cards. A shovel and a split. I create peacefulness in my mind, and my body reflects this peacefulness as perfect health. There's that balance between the mind and the body. I love my body. Yeah, your body is your temple, your safe space. Should be. I mean, even changing perspectives of your body. We're so hard on ourselves and comparative to others, and you know, it's about changing your perspective and recognizing like your body is your vessel and it is housing your spirit, and so treat it as such. Be grateful for it, no matter what its state. Do what you can to maintain it and care for it and love it. You know, I always think of our cells as like, our body is like earth, and every cell are the people and inhabitants upon it, and that relationship, right? Can't have a bunch of cells running around thinking that they're not worthy and that they're not loved. They wreak havoc. They fight against each other. Okay, let's take this one. Imagine yourself as a chef in an extremely well-stocked kitchen where there are many ingredients that are not appropriate for your creation, but you feel no discomfort about their existence. You simply utilize the ingredients that will enhance your creation, and you leave the ingredients that are not appropriate for your creation out of your pie. Yeah, this is very much about being mindful of what you give your attention to. I won't put those unwanted ingredients in my pie. And, you know, if you get more of what you focus on, why would you spend any energy focusing on the things that you don't want? And I think there's success in mastering the ability to turn a blind eye to all the things that you don't. I mean, that's a parenting skill as well. Like, ignore irritating behavior and make a really big deal out of the kinds of behaviors that you want, right? Okay, well, there it is. We'll see if Kuan Yin wants to pipe in here. You know, it seems like such a simple thing to trust. Trust in the process, trust in God and the divine, in spirit, in yourself. But I really think it's one of the hardest things to do. Blind faith, that's a hard thing. I mean, it's so much easier to believe that you are a magical being when you are sitting down and making something move across the table. You're like, okay, I'm magical. Look at that. I made something move. But when the magic appears in other ways, this is that shifting of perspective, right? This is the illusion, breaking down the illusion that you're not magical because you can't do the kind of magic that you see on movies and stuff like that. But like, there's so many iterations and manifestations of magic out there. prosperity. As you release your concerns to me, I support your I support your material well-being so that you may devote your energies to your spiritual journey. Ask for my help, and my blessings will transform your world. And this is exactly it. That's the trust. The trust that there are forces greater than you, but also that you are a great force. Right? If God is all powerful, all seeing, creative force that created this world, and we each have a part of God within us, that makes us wielders of tremendous creative force. We just have to trust it. I think that's why the trusting process is both. It's like trusting in yourself and trusting in the spiritual realms. It's kind of part and parcel, right? Because it is. We are both. We are all. Okay? That's what I have for you today. Thank you so much. Let's just do a little review here. We've got Divine Union, God, and Cosmic Convergence, which clearly, and it's all turning this wheel of prosperity. And, you know, the one thing about this King of Wands, very fixed, very certain, very confident. So it's this confidence, this trust that's connecting you. Trust the process. Okay? Trust that you don't have to work super hard. You just have to have discernment on when to make your move. Okay? Amazing. And yeah, sharing your experiences. Maybe look into something like counseling or I don't know what else can, like a video or like YouTube channel, and just start sharing your experience. Especially if you find in your life people are always coming up to you and telling you, you know, their life story, and or coming up to you and being like, oh yeah, I remember you told me this thing a long time ago and it changed my life, right? Like those are all indications that that's part of your gifts here. Maybe you got to write a book. Get all this experience and knowledge that you have. It's bursting out of your head. Get it out and consider it from a different perspective. And you will draw in the people who can benefit from it. Okay? Beautiful reading. Have a wonderful day or rest of whatever you're doing. Make it awesome. Love you. Bye.